With every advisory as well as the computer models, we can now say we have higher confidence that this system is going to be making a play for the Texas-Louisiana border. And Houston, it looks like we maybe have spared, even have dodged some of the worst effects of the storm, but it is still a dangerous and strengthening storm. As of the latest advisory, it is still a major hurricane, but the National Hurricane Center has upped the winds. Check out this storm. You can clearly see the eye of this storm. The tropical storm force winds from the center of the storm expands 175 miles. So we're already seeing some of those bands, some of those winds. New Orleans reporting winds right now between 30 to 35 mile per hour gust. We will feel the impacts of some of these winds, certainly not the worst of those winds, as those areas will be as this continues to track toward the north and west. Here's the latest from the National Hurricane Center. Maximum sustained winds at 125 miles per hour. We have been monitoring the pressure. The pressure continues to fall, a strengthening storm. We're continuing to watch as that pressure falls and expect it to strengthen to a Category 4 hurricane. This is a very dangerous storm as it approaches the coastline here. It is moving at a pretty good clip out of the northwest at 16 miles per hour. And this is somewhat great news because obviously this isn't a storm like Harvey where it's going to stall, but also the winds and the strength of this storm is going to be far more reaching, impacting well inland areas. Areas like Lake Charles is just going to get pounded for a couple of hours of these strong major hurricane winds. We're talking upon landfall, we could be talking about maximum sustained winds of 145 miles per hour and then quickly starting to weaken as it approaches that Texas-Louisiana border Thursday morning at 85 miles per hour winds. So again, the two headlines here, it is still a dangerous, strengthening storm, but the other message I want to convey to you, we have higher confidence that the computer models continue to cluster and converge along a Texas-Louisiana landfall here between midnight and 3 a.m. So Houston, you may be spared from some of the worst, but we could still see some effects, could still see some showers, some thunderstorms from this, including some high winds, or at least tropical storm force gusts. We still have tropical storm warnings in effect, hurricane warnings also still in effect east of I-45, and still want to mention the storm surge. Don't let your guard down. Living along the coastline, Galveston, along the Boulevard Peninsula, will continue to monitor that. And also remember the backside of this storm. We're going to be watching as those waters around the bay may pile up. Did interviews for our hurricane special, and we talked to those residents who were caught off guard because they were getting those winds on the backside. They first got those winds coming in out of the southeast, and then they got the winds on the backside. So we're going to continue to monitor that.